So we are just so honored to be here with Ron Banks from the Dramatics, a legend and a founder of the group. So welcome to the show.
Oh, listen, I thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be in Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, historically throughout our career.
You know, you're like our neighbor right over there in Detroit.
Yeah. Cleveland has always been almost like a second home to us throughout our carear. We played some great places here.
Well, before we even talk about the Dramatics, that was once known as the Dynamics at one time, let's go back.
Yeah, way back.
Let's go way back.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Ron Banks. You know, where you grew up, where you went to school.
I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
I was really raised originally to play professional baseball. My dad had played in the big band era. My mom had sang in many of the supper clubs around the country. The last thing they wanted to hear was
some more music.
I was getting ready to sing professionally in music. My dad just thought I was going to send him tickets to Tiger Stadium. I sent him tickets to Pine Knob.
So when we were in high school, were you more of a music buff, or were you into sports?
I've always loved music.
Always loved music.
But sports was my pet peeve.
Okay.
I just believe in being raised in Detroit. There's a competitive edge in growing up. Survival to the fittest, as the old Jays would say.
Okay, now what about brothers and sisters? Was everybody in the family musically inclined?
We used to always sing together.
Okay.
We would sing at the PTA meetings and stuff. I might have been the worst one in the family.
So now here's why I'm just curious. Did you ever do, now what high school did you go to?
Northern High School.
So at Northern High School, did you do any talent shows?
Never.
What?
Never. I had started professionally when I was 13. And it's not that the talent shows were beneath me. It's just that I had a projection.
You were shooting for Detroit Lions.
Not
the Lions.
The Tigers.
The Tigers, thank you.
Yeah.
Detroit, you were shooting for the Tigers. You was going to Tiger Stadium.
Yeah. But they had some great talent that came out of Northern. Diana Ross, Melvin Franklin, Smokey Robinson.
You went to school with them?
No. They came from the same high school.
Same high school.
Wow.
Yeah, so they had... we had a lot of great talent. But see, Northern was a school that when you graduated, they give you a standing ovation for graduating. It's because you were focused enough to deal with graduating.
Okay.
My dad was in the education system for 42 years before he passed.
Okay, so after you had your standing ovation in Northern High School,
yes, sir.
How did you go on how did the group form? Did you all just like on the corner singing doo-wop, or you just met at the supper club? How did it happen?
And you say that with experience. But much like the old cliche, we started, we met at Pershing High School in Detroit. They were having a talent show at the time. And I was with two brothers, the Jackson brothers. And we went over there to sing, to try to compete, but actually the performances, the show was for just those that went to high school. We were in middle school at the time.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, how old were you when you founded the group? You were just like, what?
We started 13.
13 years old, and you founded this group.
Yes,
and how long did it take you before you guys started to become well known and maybe start to get some pretty good gigs?
After running around the city with tape players and running into bars telling people we could sing, we were actually blessed with our first million seller in 1971.
Okay.
What you see is what you get, and In the Rain.